Hi, this is Frank here with rcFoamFighters, and welcome to part 4 of my crazy twin motor build. As you can see, the plane is completely finished now, and we're just waiting for the weather to get better so we can get out and do a maiden flight. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the pictures of how the rest of the build went, and then afterwards we're going to plug in a battery and run up the motors to make sure that they run in sync. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now that we finished looking at how the rest of the build went, I've already plugged in the battery and I've got the radio on. So we're going to go ahead and run up the motors and see how they do with the flight controller. I do have an arm switch on here to arm the motors, and it's got 3 different modes set up on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the acro mode, so all it has is the differential thrust working. And let's see how this goes. So I'm going to bring it up slowly first, just make sure it doesn't do anything crazy. Yeah, it seems like it's working pretty good. You can feel the differential thrust when I move the stick, the yaw stick over. Man, yeah, that thing's got some thrust. Should be pretty good, man. I can't wait to get this thing in the air. It looks like it's working pretty good. Pretty happy with the way the flight controller's working. I think we're going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. I just wanted to show you that the plane was finished and that everything is working, and I'm happy that there's no glitches or any jittering going on. So let me go ahead and get the battery unplugged first, and then we'll go ahead and maybe talk a little bit more about the airplane before we go. Okay, now that I have the plane unplugged, I wanted to go over a couple other little things before we end this video. I did have to add a little bit of nose weight into the plane to get the CG to move farther forward. I put about 1 ounce of lead up in the nose in front of the battery, as you saw from the build video, which put the CG right at about, I'd say, 20% of the wing chord, or maybe just a little bit less. From the comments I was getting in the last, the 2 videos ago, they were saying that usually you want to run the CG farther forward on a plank wing, so hopefully that's far enough forward. Like I said, the CG is right about here, right where I'm picking up the plane. So hopefully that's enough, and hopefully I get the elevator or the up trim and the elevator set right for the launch. It definitely feels like it has plenty of power, so I should be able to just take off straight up if I have to, like a rocket. And it felt really good. The differential thrust didn't feel like it was pulling to either side until I used the rudder stick. Once I moved the rudder over, it felt like it was wanting to yaw one way or the other. So that worked pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way the build went, and I know it did take me a little bit longer to do this one. But I had to work a couple things out, and this plane is really pretty small for what I was trying to do with it. But I'm pretty happy with the way it came out and the way it looks. I think it looks pretty cool, and hopefully it flies as good as well. So I think that's pretty much it as far as what I want to cover in this video. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll be able to get out and do a maiden flight here pretty soon. I'm hoping, it looks like right now the weather might be good next weekend, so I'll keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully it stays that way, because in Missouri the weather can change at the drop of a hat. So I'm waiting to see if we get good weather next weekend. We'll be taking this out to Herman Airport and taking it out for a maiden flight. So I want to thank you guys for watching rcFoamFighters, and stay tuned for more videos, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.